with Milky Juicy.
Okay. I thought we were only milking everybody at night.
Well, Juicy needs to be milked twice a day.
Anybody out this morning?
No.
No?
No.
That's good. How are you guys doing? Shed some light on the situation. Here we go. Yep. The first thing we need to do is pets, huh guys? These guys have all become buddies. They all sleep together now, no matter what we do. We even lock that door in back, but they just come in and out at will because pigs are silly smart. How are you guys doing? Yeah? Doing good there? Bobby, of course, is waiting in the background. He's demanding his food. Ooh, Gotemers. Banging each other. Don't do that. I think we'll hang out with Kerrigan for a minute as she milks the goat. There's one escaping right now. Yep, that's what they do. In and out, huh guys? Who are you making happy now?
I'm making the pigs happy.
Making the pigs happy? Is that why they escaped?
That's why they escaped, because they know I... Let guys go. Alfredo, they're slow.
Well, pigs are definitely noisy creatures when they're hungry. Even when they're not all that hungry and they still want food, they will sound like they are starving. And our piglets have definitely gotten big enough now that they fight with Mama over the food down there. So that's not too uncommon either. They get a little bit food possessive. We're also taking a lot of those leftover pumpkins we've been talking about and breaking them open for the pigs to eat because as tough as they are, they can't open the pumpkin by themselves. So we got to smash it for them. And they'll take the leftovers and they'll run outside with it. So,
It's really cute.
yep. They're doing good. Happy, happy pigs. Makes for happy, happy bacon.
We don't have a speaker.
Next on our list of chores is our friend Bobby. And if you can see outside our dusty window, he's already hanging out there, definitely waiting for me to show up. So we're gonna open the door down here, and we definitely should have our friend nearby. For sure, huh Bobby? Yep, there he is. And you're gonna have to wait for a second, buddy, and come follow me. We'll go in the barn. I'm gonna have to shut the door, because you might make trouble. Yep, here's my friend coming along, because he knows I have food. Huh, buddy? Hey, don't pin your ears at me. Whoa, it's in here, but you're gonna have to wait because I'm doing it one-handed, and one-handed is tough. Back up, dude. There you go. Here's your foods. And he is now a very happy Bobby, aren't you? And the goats are about to be very happy too because Kerrigan is coming in with some food as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they got all their green over there. Drop the bucket. I can't turn the camera off and hold a bucket at the same time, apparently. Next up, we got our cow friends here. They're only going to get some hay this morning because we're down to milking one time a day. The reason we're milking one time a day is because Taffy's been having some breeding issues. We've tried to inseminate her a few times now, but she has not taken hold. So we might have to go find a bull because we know she's gotten pregnant with a bull before. But if we're going to have her off property, it pretty much means we're going to have to dry her up. So we're preparing for that as a worst case scenario. And hopefully she'll get pregnant at that point because we need to have a pregnant cow, unfortunately. That's just the way it kind of works here. If she doesn't get pregnant, all she does is eats a whole lot of hay, which isn't great overall. But one thing I've noticed with our feeder over here, for sure, as we take a look at it, it's supposed to be right against the wall. It's not. So we're gonna have to go fix that when we feed them. And definitely Coco here is wanting the food. But she's also being pretty friendly, aren't you, Coco? What are you up to?
I am going to go to hay.
You got a lot of hay in your hair.
I do, I know.
Why aren't you looking at the camera? People want to see your face.
Because I'm driving hay.
Okay.
Driving.
Well, she's doing that and taking care of the ducks. I'm going to go ahead and take care of all those darn chickens that are in the garden over there. You can kind of see them gathering on the ground back here. They ran out of feed, so we're going to go ahead and give them some feed here. And I'll go ahead and take a look at that. But man, look at all these guys. Look at how hungry they are. These guys are definitely trying to follow Kerrigan here. I love these chickens, but that's why we have the chicken feeder, because they eat quite a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and take care of that right now. Make sure they have all their food. The chickens are definitely chowing down here for sure. Probably a little hungrier than they should be at the moment. When there's not grain in the feeder there, we give them just a scoop or two a day, which I don't think is going to be enough anymore. They definitely eat a lot, and it's the winter months, so they were trying to keep themselves warm with all their body fat. But they're happy right now, that's for sure. So one of the things the chickens are doing for us is they're tilling up the garden overall. And this is going to make sure there's no weeds or anything next year when we get prepped for it. You may notice we have a couple raised beds in the back that Tara has been really working hard on us, or hard for us for. And the intent is to get I think like 8 of them in there overall. Speaking of overall, Tara said that's a word I've been using like as filler space. So I'm going to try to use less of that in the future. And the garden should look really nice next year. The reason we need raised beds is because we noticed last year when we tried the garden just on the ground, this stays really wet for a really long time. Well into June, even in the first parts of July, it was way too wet than what it should be. You'd have craters in there where our boot prints got stuck in the mud, and it was no good for gardening overall. The reason for that is actually because of our stream and our structure of our land over here. So as I walk up just this little spot that's not too far away from our chicken coop, there's a big old horseshoe shaped pond here that our stream runs into, and that of course is going to saturate the ground, and it rolls down this hill and directly into our chickens over there, which is why it's wet all the time. So it's fun to have these ponds and areas for the ducks, but it does have its consequences, and means we have to use the land in such a way that we strategize around it. The good news with all this is because the stream flows all year, we always have water, and our lawn doesn't die like it does most places out here. When you get the super dry August months and everybody's having those fires, we do pretty good. Of course, just down from that pond, the stream comes back. Very peaceful to hear. And we have our ducks playing in the pond down there. Definitely having a good time after they ate. But the stream is definitely one of my favorite parts of the property overall, and one of the nicest things we have going on here. I could probably listen to that sound all day. All right, let's check on Chubbs and the calf and the goats quick. Kerrigan just took care of them, so they should all be fed and in pretty good shape, but they're just down that stream a little bit. So as we take a look over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and open our gate. We'll say hi to Chubbs. He got out a couple days ago. I wish I had my GoPro down at the barn then. That would have been funny, because not only was Chubbs out, but all the piglets were out. Everybody was out and being naughty. How are you doing, Chubbs? You got some hay damage on you. Brush some of that out, huh? Yep. He's a happy boy. He got put back in really, really easily. He leads well with food. That's good overall. Hi, goats. So the other challenge with all that water here, especially in the winter months, is what's going on with the ground. We gravelled some of this area, trying to keep it in good shape overall. But as you can see, the gravel is starting to have some problems here. There's a lot of mud coming up. Last year it was way worse. We couldn't even keep animals here at the end of last year because it just got too run down. So the gravel, at least so far, is doing enough of a job that we can walk back here. But you can see it's gotten super muddy, and we'll at least have to replace the gravel next year. If not, try to figure out another solution, maybe with some hoof grid and whatnot. But we definitely got a lot going on. You guys were just in the way for poor Kerrigan, weren't you? Look at, there's hay everywhere. But you all be friends with each other because you got food on each other, right? Hey, Blossom. Got any cow pets? No. The boys are all in the way. Suckers for love. There's a Blossom. Can I pet a Blossom? No. Still no. Oh well. Let's head back to the barn. Kerrigan may have finished out as we were talking to the animals back there because she's turned the lights out already and the door is going shut. Morning chores are fairly easy right now since we're not doing all that much milking. We're only really milking the goat overall, so it goes a whole lot quicker. And I'm doing morning chores instead of evening chores where we milk everyone because Kerrigan's gonna have a sleepover tonight. And she is part of my favorite content, so I need some Kerrigan content. I'll probably do some recording tonight as well. Y'all finished, Kerrigan?
Yeah.
How'd it go this morning?
It went pretty well this morning.
Pretty well?
Nothing out of the ordinary, normal.
I gotta capture this piece of hay. Oh, that's a lot of hay in the hair. What are you gonna do with all that? They've already started to play Christmas music. Good old Spirit 105.3. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. Let's turn that down and hand it over to Kerrigan as we go up the hill.
Okay.
All right, so we already know how the chores went, so we don't need to talk about that. Who's this friend you're seeing tonight?
I am staying with my friend Jenna tonight.
And how do you know Jenna? From where?
She is at Bellfire Stables where we board my horse Striker. I've been doing riding there for about 5 or 6 years now.
That's cool. Make sure you look in the camera.
Oh, yes.
People want to see your fantastic eyeballs. Your eye holes.
It's not an eye hole.
How about your nose holes?
Oh, stop.
Yeah. This is the kind of content I don't think your mom wants us putting in the videos, but I'll probably do it anyway. All right, so if this is the end of the show and we got the barn fading in the background, what the heck do we need to do, Kerrigan?
Oh, subscribe down there and click that like button.
Click that like button, all right.
Make sure to ding the bell to receive notifications.
And we should say a goodbye, salutations. Well, not salutations, that's the beginning. This is the end.
Yes, this is the end.
All right, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.